So what I want to show you, because I'm not going to plant these, this one I started in April, and I bought a couple store-bought potatoes, and I put 3 of those in there, and I put 3 of my purple sweet potatoes in there. And to my knowledge, only half come up, and I believe it's mainly the purple ones. I haven't watered this in a while, so the soil's quite dry. All right, there's what I was wanting. All these slips are off this one piece of potato. It's a purple sweet potato. But as you can see, it's already developing roots. And all you would need to do on that, out in the garden, after you prepare your soil, is just simply go in there, open you up a little spot, stick it in, cover it in. After you've set out your row, all you had to do is come back and give it a drink of water. That's one way. So when you see all of these vines being produced off this one sweet potato, it would be better when planting sweet potatoes to plant individual vines as opposed to planting the whole sweet potato, because that's what's going to happen when it grows. And each one of these vines is eventually going to try to grow a sweet potato. And as you can see how close all of these are, you're not going to get a good yield in there. They're going to be too crowded. The soil's not going to support all of them roots trying to grow in that one area. So that's a good way to start your sweet potatoes. Now what I plan on doing is in a couple of weeks we'll come back and we'll see whether this sweet potato produces any sprouts. We already know this one's starting, and it was just in storage. And how well these two here do. Remember, we have the purple one up front and the store-bought in the back. For those that are going to the grocery store and buying sweet potatoes, and that's what I did this morning, I went and bought 2 sweet potatoes, just so that people can understand that sometimes they treat them so that they have longer shelf life, and it inhibits them from sprouting. So we're going to see which one does what. The other thing I wanted to do is I was going to take, from an experimental standpoint, we'll take a tall one here, and because this one here has actually got 2 vines coming out of it, I'm just going to literally cut that one off. As a matter of fact, I'm going to cut it off right there. I'll smooth it out. There we go. Alright, the vine with the root, I'm going to scratch out a place, put them in there, and cover it up. The top, I'm just going to stick it in the dirt. And this one, which was close down to the root, just so that we can see what happened. Okay, that's all I've got right now for the sweet potatoes. What I'm going to do, these sweet potatoes here are purple variety. There's 3 potatoes. There's one here, one here, one here. And what I'll do is I'll let these grow for a couple more months. I'll make an update video, maybe somewhere in August, September. We'll dig down here and see what they're like, because this first sweet potato, I literally pulled it out of the ground, and I planted a dozen slips over here in my garden. And I'm going to turn the camera so that you can see. These are purple sweet potatoes that come out of that box over there. And I've done nothing more than pinch the slips off, poke a hole in the ground, put them in there, close the dirt up, watered them in. And when they get ready to dig, I'll show you what they look like. The other thing people are concerned with is if you have a clay soil, it's best to make you a ridge. Go in there and cultivate your soil. And when you start out, you'll make a ridge that's about 10 to 12 inches wide, 10 to 12 inches tall. And what that does is that gives the sweet potato roots room to grow. It just really depends on how big of a sweet potato you're shooting for. I had some purple ones last year that were 15 inches long and about 3 inches, 4 inches in diameter. They were monster sweet potatoes. We'll see how these do this year compared to last year, because I had them further down in the garden. I also got Beauregards because my wife couldn't get past the purple color of the sweet potato. Although it had a good taste, she just couldn't get past that color. A lot of people get used to seeing a sweet potato color, and if it's different, then they can't accept it. But the purple sweet potato variety I had, and I'm not sure what kind it is, it had a good taste. And so today is June 22nd. It's kind of late in the season for somebody that's in my area to be planting. It's still safe. They still got time to make. Our first frost don't come until sometime in October. But the main thing about sweet potatoes, if you start your slips out in your garden or out in the seed bed outside, you want to make sure that you wait till your last frost date. Sweet potatoes cannot handle frost. So if you have real sandy soil and it's a good 12 inches deep or so of good sand type soil, you don't necessarily have to heel it up unless it stays constantly wet. Sweet potatoes can tolerate drought conditions better than a normal Irish potato or red potato, and that's just some of the difference between the two. But you can start sweet potato slips after your soil kind of warms up. They won't do nothing. The 3 store-bought sweet potatoes that I'd put in the flower pot over there, they end up rotting on me because I actually planted them too soon. My purple ones still may pull through, and as you can see, the vines are quite big. And right now, I just looked at my time. I'm about 18 minutes long. So what this video, I'll try to splice it in 2 places. I hope this is better than the others. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps some people. Maybe some people that are in the other zones, they might still have time to do it. It'll take a couple of weeks for the sweet potatoes to sprout out of the ground. But I just wanted to use this spot in my cold frame area to be marked off so that people would have a good idea. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed.